Okay, hello, Key Biscayne. It is Monday, December 17th, 2018. This is your No One's Listening show, episode 136. I'm your host, Rafa, and we got nothing to talk about today. To my left, back from the dead, the mystery man himself. It's Griff.
Hey, everybody. It's good to be back.
All right.
Wait a second, Griff. You went to see the dead?
No. I'm back from the dead.
Oh, okay.
Just I haven't come back like
that
in 3
meant
weeks.
something different in the 80s.
To his left, his name rhymes with Manny. It's Danny.
Hey guys, how are you? Thank you for having me on the show. Really appreciate it. It's going to be fun having no one listen to me.
To his left, his name rhymes with Danny. It's Manny.
Hi, everybody. I'm at a loss for words.
And then to his left, the always beautiful Lenny is here.
Oh, thank you, Rafa.
Oh,
Hi,
wait,
guys.
I had something better for you.
Oh, what?
It's still her birthday, at least until Christmas.
Well, all year. All year we'll celebrate.
Happy birthday, Lenny.
Again.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start how we always start. It's called Weekend Talk. Who did something this weekend? Anybody fun?
I did. Yesterday, I went on a... was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. We went for a paddle. It was beautiful weather, so we woke up, and the weather was just going to get nicer all day, so we made it a 10 a.m. paddle. And we went out. It was just three of us, or three and me and Chico. And we kind of planned the paddle around the opening of Dune. Dune opens at noon. So we're like, let's make our paddle so that we can end up at Dune. And we ended up at, we did a 10 to 12 paddle.
At noon at the Dune.
Noon at the Dune.
That's
and
a good day.
Next thing you know, we look up and it's like 4 o'clock. And we're still at Dune.
Yay.
So that one Bloody Mary turned into the Key Rat special.
Love it.
I hope so, because, man, I don't know how your wallet... My wallet can't handle even one drink at
I
Dune.
can't go to Dune. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do, man.
I hope you get a hookup because...
special, you know.
Dude, don't you know if you fill a bag and you go to Dune, you get a Shirley Temple?
That's
Yes,
right.
we do.
You get a Dune special there. Don't worry.
You got to show your bag to get there.
Yeah, you show your bag.
What am I going to do with a Shirley Temple?
Well, you parlay it into like 4 beers and 5 pina coladas
Nice.
and food.
All right, anybody? Griff, you had a wild night on Saturday.
Yeah, it was my wife's cousin's birthday, and we ended up having dinner at Michael's in Midtown. It's always good. It's always consistent. And we had dinner, and we ended up going out to the club. We ended up in Brickell at a club called Tu Candela.
Oh, my God. My daughter goes there.
Yeah, we walked in at 1
She's
and we
18.
walked out at 4 in the morning. It was a lot of fun. They do it real nice over there. It's a good club in Brickell, you know. It's different age range, it's a little bit
Right.
younger,
Yes.
but it's fun nonetheless. And that was my weekend. I didn't do anything else.
Griff, they thought you were like a narc there.
Probably.
For sure.
Narco.
I had a big weekend.
Oh?
Yeah, it started Friday at my client's house. She has every year a big Christmas party fundraiser.
Wait a
for
second.
Baptist. What?
You work, Lenny?
Yeah, I do. I work.
All right.
Yes.
Is this a NIPA job? Was it a Seabell job or?
No, it was a real job.
Okay.
And it's off the key, by the way, in Pinecrest. So I had to leave all the way to Pinecrest on Friday. She has this huge party that's always epic, and there's tons of people. It's a fundraiser for the Children for Baptist.
Name drop, Lenny. Name drop. Who was there?
Well, my client Vicky Lowell, who's awesome, but her parties are epic because which is kind of inappropriate, but she has like they get like a mini bar, and they have little people working the mini bar.
No.
Yes.
No way.
I swear they do. And every year there's a theme. This was a Cuban Christmas theme, so he was dressed in a guayabera. Like last year, it was like Scottish Christmas. He was wearing a kilt.
That's awesome.
And then another year, he was, an elf. Rafa can't even.
This is the best thing I ever heard.
mini
This
bar,
is so
literally.
funny.
It's
You guys-
so inappropriate and awful, but you know what?
How many little people were there?
This year there was only one, and Tom is now friends with him. Like they're friends. They hang out and they're friends. It's great.
Is he living on your couch yet? Because
No,
that's
not-
usually what happens next.
Not yet. That was one thing, and then I saw Manny on Saturday at an ugly sweater party.
Oh yeah.
We were dressed up in ugly sweaters. And then last night was really fun. I went to this thing called the Ultimate Queen Celebration. It's a Queen cover band at the Adrian Arch Center, and they just played all Queen music, and it was amazing.
That sounds awesome.
Did we hear a yacht club free weekend from the Seabell herself?
Yeah, I didn't do anything at the yacht club.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Lenny, you better start supporting the club a little bit more.
I get 1 weekend off.
How about you, Danny? Do anything this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, Saturday I stayed in because it was actually not the nicest of days. But, yeah, Sunday we tried out that pump park that's over in Bal Harbor. We went off the key. I mean, normally...
What park? I'm sorry?
The pump park. You know,
Like the one that we have here?
Yes.
Okay.
So they just built a concrete one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And I was actually talking to some of the guys in the wreck. They had no idea.
Wow, that's awesome.
I think that's a good idea for them to...
Did you get some pictures?
I did. I got some
Cool.
cool videos. I actually got some drone shots. I got to do the whole processing part, but probably post some maybe on Key Biscayne Living for reference.
There's let's count how many plugs we get for Key Biscayne Living tonight. That's one.
Yes.
At least 20. At least 20.
Okay, there's got to be at least 20 for Danny to get his time's worth.
But yeah, it was fun. And that Bal Harbor Park has a huge dog park. So
Oh, wow.
that was cool. We took our little dog over there because my big dog's still recovering from actually surgery, which Manny actually helped out. Had a GoFundMe.
Yeah, to
Shout out to
GoFundMe
Manny.
for his dog.
Aw.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the help. We actually got the surgery done a lot quicker.
Hang on, don't say anything because Rafa had a GoFundMe for his apartment here, and I didn't pitch anything. Sorry, man, you just blew me up, dude. Rafa's looking at me all cross-eyed.
It's coming
That's
together.
one less stool at my bar.
Yeah. That was pretty much it.
Nice.
And what did you do?
My weekend, there was a lot. I did a lot of things, but none of them are that eventful. I mean, like to tell you guys. On Friday, I went out to a couple bars.
Thanks, Rob.
And then I ended up at this party, at the birthday party for a buddy named Diego. And his wife's Serbian, so we drank a bunch of rakia, which is
Ooh.
a foul
Diego Ojeda?
drink. No.
Oh, no.
Diego, what is his last name? I know it too. Machado.
It's a foul drink. What is it?
It's like a
Grappa?
yeah, like a grappa,
Okay.
but the Serbian version.
Oh.
And
Is it like anise or is it...
no, it's not. It's something else. And I don't know exactly what it was, but I had
Did
a
you
bunch
have a lot of it?
Yeah, I had a lot of it.
Were you hungover?
No,
Were you
That was fine.
hallucinating?
no,
Oh, bummer.
no. Sadly,
He needed to have a lot. I mean, look, he just said he started his weekend on a Friday. He had a lot of catching up to do.
yeah. Did I go? I actually had the opportunity to go on Thursday, and I said no. But Saturday, I went to thing of the show. Corner had a 7th anniversary, and I wasn't gonna go because I don't know. I'm just not digging what the Corner's turned into. I've said that a million times on the show, but there was free drinks.
Who has
and
a
free food?
Who has a 7-year anniversary? Forget the
have-
3,
they have
5,
one every year.
2, 7.
Every
Number
year.
7.
Every year. So they have free drinks and free food and live bands. So I went there to start with a friend of the show, Alex Battle. And then we went to Churchill's to see some more bands. And I don't know, it was good.
Awesome.
It was good, but nothing, I don't know. I don't have any great stories for you guys.
Well, free is Bill Stevens' favorite word. You should have let him know next time.
It's unheard of to get so many free drinks because it was pretty much full open well bar.
Well,
No, it was fine.
No,
their
thank
well is their well is not bad. So and
Rafa
plus
at the
beer-
corner. I
beers
mean,
were
you
there.
like you hold court there. I mean, you
He
have
used
your
to
own
hold
table.
court.
I don't go enough
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Anymore.
There was a time when I went a lot, a couple years ago, and now I don't go.
Yeah, they used to ask Rafa for his autograph. Now the only autograph is for the bill. It's like,
No,
hey,
I used to get a couple luxuries, which was every once in a while a free drink, but I also didn't have to give my credit card or anything like that when I ordered crap.
they knew
It
you.
was
You were
full.
like Norm.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever see Norm get charged on
they don't even know
Cheers?
what- They don't even know what Norm. They don't
Oh,
even
you
know
got-
what
I'm
Norm
sorry.
is.
I'm
Who's
sorry.
Norm,
These-
Manny?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, they do. Rafa does. He's no.
Norm?
He's no spring chicken.
So yeah, that was my weekend. It was fun, but I wish I had like some wild story, and I don't. Not from this one. It was just
No little people stories.
It was, dude, and I would just straight call them midgets, and
I know,
which
but
I think
that's so
is even
inappropriate.
funnier because that word is so funny.
I know, but it's not.
Yeah,
the
but if
right
you're
word.
a small person, you're not a fan of that.
Well,
Yeah.
Like you're an asshole, you know. Like if you
yeah,
talk like that.
Of course,
So-
but it's just
Yeah.
funnier to say midget.
Did the little people, were they part of the theme as well? Were they dressed
They were dressed in guayaberas because it was a Cuban Christmas.
But there was only one of them.
There was only one.
I know. They had a live manger too, guys. It was crazy. It was.
So the guy doubled as
like-
a bartender and baby Jesus.
Wait,
Yes.
a live,
It's
a
not
live
big.
manger?
A live manger.
What does that
like
even mean?
monkey. I'm sorry. Donkeys and all kinds of stuff. Oh,
Donkeys and midgets. It's like Tijuana. What is it?
by the way, their parties are epic. They had a great band, a DJ. They had a rum sipping bar. They had all the food you can eat. They had
Lenny, next year.
Calusa
invite
Club
us.
has to up their game, man. Calusa
Invite
Club
us
has
next
to up
year.
their game at their next party.
It
You got to
was
get midgets working
awesome.
it.
This is crazy. A live manger?
Yes.
So they had like Mary, Joseph,
Yes.
and baby Jesus.
and sheep and donkeys and chickens and all kinds of stuff.
That is
This
wild.
is
It
all
was-
indoors.
No, Pinecrest said there's huge lots, like a lot of
Who even
land.
thinks of doing
The guy that
something
decided
like
to
Well,
have
they're
a Cuban Christmas party.
That is awesome.
Their party planner's amazing. So.
I would never think. Like,
And he's
let's
a key
hire
rat.
some actors.
The party planner's a key rat, by the way. Yep.
What is it? Roa?
Yep.
Good man. What an idea.
Yeah.
I gotta call that guy to plan the next one. My
He's
next
awesome.
birthday.
Hey,
My 40th.
We forgot to talk about what we did Thursday.
No, that's enough weekend talk.
Is it? We don't really have much of a show
Yeah,
here,
you-
so
You say that every week, and the next thing you know, I'm making rice.
We went to go visit the talk of the town.
Oh, that's right. No, that
Dumbos.
was Wednesday. But that
Oh, was that
we'll
Wednesday?
talk about that at
Yeah.
the end
Okay,
of the show
perfect.
for
Okay, fine.
openings and closings. Okay, so that's your weekend. Let's go to the next segment. It's called "What Are You Listening To?" And I want to know what you are listening to. Griff looks like he's not listening to anything.
Some
even
kind
though
of
they
Colombian
said, check
Colombian
what you were listening
reggaeton.
to a second ago. Man, he's prepared though. He knows what he's listening to.
Well, I'm just going to go with a song from one of my favorite rhythm and blues bands, Rolling Stones.
Oh my god, I could have guessed that.
No, I thought it was the Dead for sure.
No, it's been Rolling Stones lately.
Yeah, it's the Stones until they play here on April 20th. I'm going to go with the Stones every week. So I think I'm going to go with Rocks Off. I'm going to stick with the Beggar's Banquet theme. I think it's on Beggar's Banquet. It could be Exile. Rocks Off. Little known track. Turn it up. Crank it up to 11 and break the knob, as my friend Jerry says.
Well, mine, you're going to guess, is Queen. Because I went to go listen to the cover band. And you know what? They sang a song that I never really heard before. That's not one of their, I guess, that I don't know, famous ones. And it was kind of a love song. And it's called Love of My Life. It's beautiful. I even started crying in the concert. It was really pretty.
Nice.
So that's a good one. Got to
right.
listen to it.
There's this album that came out in September. I discovered it like 2 weeks ago. I think Anna found it on WVUM. I don't know if she mentioned it for the show last week. I don't remember. But I've been listening to it non-stop. The band is called Dillydally, and the album's called Heaven.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like '90s rock.
Oh, you heard it, right?
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I heard
that's
it.
right.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard
Okay.
it. Yes.
Love this album. And the song I'm recommend, I'm already kind of over this song because, you find one song on an album and then you really listen to it and then you go and then you find another one, whatever. But I'll tell you the one that first hooked me. It's called Doom. These screeching vocals this chick has are just, oh man, they really sink in. The song is kind of positive, but it's called Doom, I think because in the middle it has this kind of like doom metal riff right in the middle. It's just awesome. Check out this album, Heaven by Dillydally. Came out in September. Sick.
It's the first song that I've added to our Rat Radio playlist on Spotify.
Hey,
We're going to
you're
start this
doing
round. I'm going
it.
to start
All
doing this in
right.
real time. So
All
that's the
right.
first song that's in there.
Dilly
Dally, Doom by Dilly Dally.
Awesome.
Love it.
Check that one out.
I've been listening to a lot of stuff lately. I've been listening to a lot of Chicano Batman, but this week I'm not going to pick Chicano Batman.
Oh, I
I'm
just
gonna
typed
pick
that into Spotify. Go again.
An older band or musician, and it's Donald Byrd from the '70s, from his album Places and Spaces, and the song is called "Falling Like Dominoes."
Oh.
What's it like?
I don't know. You got to hear it. Make
Donald
the effort.
Byrd?
Go on YouTube.
What do you mean I gotta hear it? Just tell me the genre.
No, oh, it's a jazz. It's a jazz soul.
Dominoes
jazz.
is a song?
Falling Like Dominoes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's my song for the week.
Thanks, Griff. Got it. Donald Byrd. Dominoes.
Are you going to put mine on, Manny? My
What
love
was yours,
song?
Lenny?
My queen.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go after Danny.
Love of my life.
Yeah, I guess. I've not
Get up in that
really
mic, Danny.
But I heard a song that I haven't heard in a really long time, which is from the band Slightly Stupid, Wise Man.
Ooh.
That's good.
The older album, which I think is a lot better than the newer albums. But I hadn't really.
Wise Man?
Yes.
All right,
Wise Man.
got it. I'm gonna put the explicit version on the playlist. So
I have a friend that works
hope
with
so.
Slightly Stupid,
Really?
and they are a really top-notch band. They're all like hardcore musicians, and
You know they started in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
they're
are. They were like
they're-
a
I mean, I don't want to say they're
skate
older guys,
band.
Yeah,
but
they're
they're
definitely a skate band.
I remember them.
Me too.
They're really good, and this guy is like their sound engineer or something like that, and
That's awesome.
great band from what I see.
All right, that's what you're listening to. Go check those songs out. Manny's making the playlist after talking
Tell
about
me
it
yours
for 2
again,
weeks.
Queen. Lenny.
Love of my,
Lenny,
Love of My
don't
Life
tell me the name
by
of the
Queen.
song though.
love
So
of
check
my
those songs
life.
I know,
out.
but what's the
We're
name of
gonna
the
post
song?
We're going to post the playlists sometime, and you can go back and listen to them if you have Spotify. Actually, you can listen to them on the web without having Spotify or anything like that.
And we're going to we're going to talk a little bit more about that as well with Danny from Key Biscayne Living here. We're going to put this show on his site.
Well, that's the idea.
Oh,
the
nice.
idea is to have, I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. A website to promote, Key Biscayneers, their events.
You know who you
things
need to
that happen
talk
in the
to?
community.
Wait, hold on. I don't know who Danny is.
Yeah, let's introduce Danny.
Yeah.
Let's introduce Danny.
Danny, so tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? I know you're on the show,
Thank you. Well,
but
thanks for having me.
what do you do?
What are you doing here is what he means to say.
So-
what Griff is saying. What are you doing here?
I have a small little company that's pretty much a one-man show. It's a digital marketing company. I have 2 clients that are pretty big here on the Key. And I do a little bit of side work with website design and website development.
So what's the name of your site
It's
or
called-
what?
My company's called We Stay Social. And part of this...
What is it? I'm sorry?
We Stay Social.
We Stay Social, all right.
That's the name of my digital marketing company. And part of this idea of the whole company was also to start helping out, the community, and kind of working with local businesses. And I thought, working more and more into this whole digital world, I kept seeing that there was really nothing representing Key Biscayne as it should. I see how Miami Beach does a really good job, Miami does a good job, Brickell does a good job, but the whole Key Biscayne
Key Biscayne's missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one's really, really representing the way they should, on these social media channels. And I mean, on Facebook, there is a really good, strong group and a strong presence, and that's what it's all about. It's being a community. And so I thought, I bought a drone. That was like the first step. I started
cool.
working for a photography company on the side as well. And so I started practicing with the drone, and I said, well, where's the best place to practice? So at home. So
you got all kinds of great aerial shots.
Oh, cool.
always within the boundaries. I never really did anything.
Oh yeah, no, we all stay within the boundaries here
Of course.
always,
Yeah.
especially in parking.
No, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. But anyways, so the idea with the website of Key Biscayne Living is to give the community a more digital way of advertising what's going on. Anything that's opening new, kind of like the Islander style, but more upfront and in your face. Just kind of like how social media channels should be.
Rafa, what do you think about the digital coverage on Key Biscayne? I mean, what do we have? Channel 77, right? We can't even mention that.
Is that digital?
Yeah. That's analog or what? What's the opposite of digital? Or
No,
like
it's
the
probably digital by now.
stages
Yeah,
before.
that's true.
So,
But like meetings are never. Have you thought of that?
That's a great way. I mean, nowadays, we have the whole Facebook Live. I think we're on Facebook Live right now.
Yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So that's just another tool that just could get our, information out.
So, but let's talk about the swag. You got some cool
Yes,
stuff.
So part of the whole, part of the whole thing is building the community. Is that there's a couple cool stickers out there. I see a couple shirts. I think I'm in a couple of the stores around, but I think we could do a little bit better. So I started designing some stuff with.
Yeah, I ordered some
friends.
flip flops with the island sticker. You know the island sticker that I shared originally. And then he's got another flip flop that's coming out. It's a golf cart.
Yep. That's
Oh,
all
that's
inspired by
great.
Danny, yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
he said
that's
he said it's inspired by my cart. I'm like, wait a second, that thing has a roof.
Make it a little bit more.
Yeah,
appealing
you
to
still have to be
everybody else.
appealing. You still have to be
I
appealing.
love
so.
it. That's a great idea using the
Yeah.
golf cart.
Yeah, I mean, and also the paddleboard's another one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, the whole idea is Key Biscayne Life.
Yeah, there's
How
some
we
cool
live
things
here.
happening
What we do
here.
here.
Those guys, the paddle group, those
Yeah.
guys, their thing going on.
And
I
let me
mean,
ask you, what are your expectations? Your expectations for this whole Key Biscayne life? Like, what do you expect?
I really have none.
You put it on the market, let's say.
So-
What are your expectations?
Yeah, I mean, I have none. It's just more something. I mean, I have fun with it. So it's
It's basically it's Nippa, all right,
Yeah.
guys. That's
Not
It-
Yeah, but it
completely.
could
but
be
not
something.
really. But not really. Like
Right.
it's his passion, but right now, whatever. It's just starting.
Correct.
But what it can be, there's a lot of potential.
I
mean,
agree. I agree. There's a lot of potential.
That's the whole thing, and that's the whole reason why I'm here. Is I'm kind of essentially a one-man show, and this is something for the community that I think the community needs to be involved. So the more the merrier. I'm not really here to review anyone because like a lot of those sites and a lot of these places, they're like best 5 places to be and things like that. It's not really about that. I want you to make your own decision. That's the whole reason why.
Rafa, I
Instagram's
think
out
what if we sold tours here in Key Biscayne? Like people came and we gave them the Chico experience, like the Chico package,
I love
right?
it. The Chico
Or
paddleboard
the
package.
Gypsy
What's funny is-
tour.
so you mentioned that you can already list yourself on Airbnb to do that, and
Yeah.
people buy it. Right?
Yeah, people would buy it. I
Oh,
mean, we would,
really?
and people would tap right into our world. We'll bring them
Of
around.
course.
We'll take everywhere we go. We know people,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So you run into people and you let it be organic like that. Rafa, you should think about that, dude. That's
So let me tell you a couple things.
a great idea, Lenny.
I think it's
It's a
excellent.
couple
Excellent
things.
idea.
So I had a similar idea to do I wanted to do a newsletter. I wanted to do it to copy basically the new Tropic. And do you read the new Tropic or do you get the new?
I mean, I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay, so the new Tropic has a great business model, which is they do a news.
What is the new Tropic?
It's a
I mean,
newsletter with they have a website too, but really it's I think the brunt of it is the newsletter that they tell you every day what's going on in Miami and stuff like that.
That's
In
right.
all the different neighborhoods, they have an event calendar, all this stuff. But their real business is a marketing business where they partner up with businesses to create their campaigns and promote their products in a way that is like a fresh
Natural.
way that goes into those like into that kind of new digital stuff, right? So I had this idea that the Key, especially with the Islander in the way that it is right now, and before they got this new editor and everybody was working off site, not even in the Key, I was like, man, the Key needs something from the Key,
Right.
And so I had this whole idea, the tropical rag, it would be this newsletter, and then we would take it from there, right? But then I decided, honestly, I just don't want to be that invested in the Key, so I kind of gave up on it.
So you
But
then you bought an apartment and you bought an
you-
apartment.
Huh? Yeah. So you have the same kind of thing. So I want to put you in touch with the people who want to do this and wanted to give money to do this, because if you can take this on, it would be great. And
Hang on,
But-
Danny.
but there is a couple
sign
things
this
here.
right now. Sign this really quick, Danny.
Yeah.
Sign here,
Just sign
please.
this really quick.
So
All right.
the other thing
Thanks. Got it. We got it. All right. Go ahead,
The
Rob.
other thing is that you have to also, the reason the Islander is so tame and so boring is because the advertisers want it that way. You know what I mean?
True.
And so as soon as you speak a little truth to power on this island, they're all going to run away.
Right.
Have you
So
thought about doing
you
a
gotta-
column
you gotta,
on the
You
Islander?
got to worry about that.
Have you thought about doing a column or something?
no.
What would I do? Just bitch the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he already does that.
Yeah, you know.
We let him do one show per quarter.
Yes.
That way.
We got the show here for me to do that. You know,
Yeah.
that's what this is for. So, I think there is a huge need for something like that.
I
right?
agree.
Because people
Something a little
don't.
racier.
Yeah, but you're gonna
And
have to
real.
maneuver.
So let's give him the, let's give him the experience.
I mean, people, the real estate people pay for ads in the Islander only so that they can say their ads are in a newspaper, not because people actually look at the newspaper to
Yeah, I mean,
do
believe
it.
it or not, I actually designed a lot of those ads for realtors. So I kind of, the whole thing is, think about it. That's what the buyer or the seller wants to see. You're paying your realtor at the end of the day, commission. and they want to see that
you're actually
Of course,
doing
it makes
something.
sense.
using that money for something. I mean, and that's in a way injecting money into the economy. So I think that's a cool way. Now, I wouldn't mind a part of that myself with Key Biscayne Living.
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea, because it's more,
So what's the website that you have now? You have a Key Biscayne Store,
I
right?
have a Key Biscayne Store. And
KeyBiscayneStore.com.
It's keybiscayneStore.com.
Okay.
I also have eatkeybiscayne.com. I don't know if you Eat Key Biscayne.
Oh, right.
Or Eat KB. I don't know if you've... I've had the Instagram account going for a while.
We actually review restaurants on this show. We go to the restaurants. We say we're with the press, and Lenny has a press pass,
Yes.
and we always get like at least a free dessert.
That's great. I mean, so I've gotten that perk a couple times, which is awesome. But that's not really what I pursued. The whole idea is community based, and I really repost everyone's pictures. I mean, we have a lot of restaurants here. I do have some clients as digital marketing, and I thought to myself, there are people out there that do go to our restaurants, and they'd like to, post the pictures of the food that we have here.
Yeah.
And they, nowadays with the iPhone, 8 or X or whatever.
10 or something.
Yeah. What is it? The XR now?
I have no idea.
It's the
I
X.
lost count.
Anyways, yeah, they take really good pictures, coming from a photographer standpoint. So I think it's all community based. So if you're listening out there,
All right, cool, man.
I love it. I think it's a great idea.
So KeyBiscayneStore.com for some cool swag, Christmas time swag, and then you have another site that's going to be coming out after, blog site and all that, and we're going to look for Rat Radio for this show on that too. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, KeyBiscayneStore.com, I'm telling you,
put me on design.
I got my, I just
What does
got
the
my.
store have? Does it have like shirts that say like 33149?
No, but that's actually a good idea.
There's
Shirts,
like in the Grove,
hoodies,
there's I think a store,
Yeah.
or there was an online store that was all like 33133 and Coconut Grove.
Or
was
you
all
can do
like
the coordinates of where Key Biscayne is.
So
it's pretty much right now,
shirts and stuff.
Yeah, it's the island. It's the island sticker, and we're probably gonna do some filler-back shirts there as well.
Yes.
We're gonna
You should
we're
do
gonna do
filler-back shirts.
we're gonna put the get sun shirts. We're gonna make sun
That's
shirts.
cool.
Let's talk about that, because the
Yeah.
idea also is to do some sort of give back to every purchase on the Key Biscayne store. It goes back to
Something.
Yeah. He's gonna come up with
Okay, good.
or whatever it is.
Figure out how we're going to do that, but I think the point based is pretty cool. So we get some, every purchase get some points over.
Yeah, we don't. We're gonna figure out a way where we're gonna just give the filler-back stations away eventually.
Perfect.
So.
Key Biscayne store.
Yeah,
Perfect.
for like right
Very
underserved
cool.
area. So, all right. Well, what else we got, Rafa?
Well, it is Monday, December 17th, 2018. No One's Listening Show, episode 136. And we don't have
136?
136.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hang out here every once in a while, you'd know that. Just kidding.
It's true. I haven't been here in a while.
We miss you. That's why.
Thank you.
Okay. Talk of the town. What's going on in this little town of ours? Everything's kind of sleepy for the holidays already. But there are a couple things that happened last week. The first one is that they locked down the Key Biscayne Community School last week.
Did you hear about that, Denny? They locked down
They locked it
the
down.
elementary school. No, they are locked down.
Like
No, a
major
lockdown, a
lockdown.
real lockdown. Wait till you hear what happened. Rafa, did you hear about this, Danny?
No, I did not.
Listen. it's
Was it a
crazy.
bomb? No, it was not a bomb. Was it some kind of threat of violence? No, it was not a threat of violence. A 7th grader brought a bottle of vodka to school.
What?
I can't believe it.
Shut down the school.
No. I heard he brought a vape pen too.
Oh,
What?
oh, this guy's ready to party.
They're like, he's vaping vodka. I saw that on a chat. I think it was not true, but
So I don't know the whole story. That's why I meant to preface today's show by saying everything is hearsay because we don't have
course.
any real news. But the word on the street is that a kid brought a bottle of vodka. At some point, somebody must have told on him or something. Then at some point, some adult must have thought, I need to call the police about this. Okay? Instead of, figuring out what to do at school. And then once you call the police, then it's like a whole thing.
there's a call from the school.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
it's-
there's a call from the
yeah.
school. It ends with that.
Oh,
And
yeah,
after that,
exact-
it's like helicopters.
think-
Exactly.
We saw what happened when a paddleboarder got off her board a little further
To go-
offshore.
to
Well, that's
have
a
a
little
beer.
different
To
because
go
you
have
think
a
the
beer.
person's dead, but here they knew what they were going in for. What I wanted to say was,
I think we're
I'm
just
su-
hypersensitive.
I'm surprised that the the school administration calling the police for something like this. It used to not be that way, and now I feel like they call the police for everything. Like everything's like I don't know. When you call the police, you're getting like the law, and
Right.
you know, it's out of your hands anymore. There's
Right.
no
Right.
You know,
You're going down that road.
Yeah.
And you're not in charge.
Yeah, you're not in charge anymore. There's no calling the parents anymore. It's all
Right.
the police, you know, and the
And-
police
Investigation.
is the police.
And because everything that's been going on, do you think people are just hypersensitive about everything and how
I
they
think
do
so. I think everybody's hypersensitive.
What do you mean
Yeah.
everything that's going on? Like Trump, you mean?
it? No,
No, but in the past, there
know.
have been, and we've talked about on the
Marjorie's
show,
told me Doug
Yeah,
has
I know,
all
drug
that
use
stuff.
and whatnot.
Of
yeah.
course.
But a bottle of vodka at
Yeah, I
school.
know, I mean, back in our key rat days, bottle of vodka.
What would
The
have happened to
principal
you,
would have
Lenny?
been
What
Let's be
happens to
realistic.
you?
Nobody in 7th grade was drinking vodka.
What happens to you on that? Is like, give me that. Go back to your seat. That's what you get.
And then Mr. whatever Cunningham.
Mr. Cunningham.
Whoever he was, the principal.
We had
You
a
get
teacher,
paddled?
Mr. Cunningham, who was when I was in 6th grade. Lenny was in 7th.
Third grade.
Third, whatever. All right. But Mr. Cunningham, he was a 5th grade teacher. He wasn't my teacher, and he used to dress in a jumpsuit. I swear to
Hold on,
God,
Mike.
Yeah.
the guy wore a jumpsuit. Rafa, he wore a jumpsuit to school. That was his
whole
outfit,
jumpsuit.
like his
Okay.
whole outfit in the 70s. And always a different color.
Yeah.
And Mr. Cunningham.
He would have taken the vodka and home with him.
Well, who was this guy?
He was a teacher.
He was just a teacher.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was just a
Well,
teacher,
our
but he
I
was
forgot our
he was
principal's name.
I don't know, it was Mr. Cunningham. Do you remember that guy?
Of course, of course, everyone remembers him.
For us, it was the vice principal. His name was Mr. Woodergren, and he had a paddle.
No, you would get paddled
No, I
because our generation did, but you're much younger.
it was I
He's
didn't
no spring chicken, Lenny.
I didn't start getting in
Yeah.
trouble until later. So,
Till college.
the threat, in our, you know what it was in our years. In some schools in Florida, they still did
Paddle.
stuff like that, paddle and stuff like that. But here, it was just kind of the threat of the paddle,
It would
which
just
was
hang in the
fine because
office.
you knew that it could happen. But I never heard of anybody my year get paddled.
So
for
7th
actually get
grader bringing
paddled.
vodka to school. That's pretty aggressive, I think, isn't it? But that's when it kind of starts.
It's
7th grade.
when it kind of starts, and it's like it's the kid maybe who thinks he's being cool or something like that
Yeah,
because he's the
showing
only
off.
one that would show up like
Right.
this, and then he gets caught.
Getting
It's
caught.
like
Getting caught.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, don't bring vodka kids to
So
school.
obviously
okay?
not, because now they locked down the whole school.
Yeah.
And so I asked if he got arrested, and nobody could give me an answer. I heard one person tell me probably not.
Right.
No, I hope he didn't get arrested.
No.
I know, but once you bring the cops in, I mean, I guess you get a
No,
little
there's times you don't get arrested.
scared straight type of thing, huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. You don't get arrested.
Well, you could get arrested in high school or something.
Right, but they don't take you to juvie is what I'm saying at that age. I mean, they could, but they probably didn't.
Yeah, they probably didn't. So that's a
Well, back in the 70s, I guarantee Chucky Duncan, who listens to this radio station or show every Monday, he probably had vodka in his
Wow.
for sure. Chucky
Sev-
Duncan, 7th grade, 19.
Let me ask you something. Was
16. No, just kidding.
was vodka as popular? I feel like vodka became more popular later.
We couldn't get our hands on vodka. It was
I actually-
Boone's Farm. Just kidding.
I remember one night, it wasn't 7th grade. It was probably like 10th grade.
Yeah, exactly.
And we met up by the Presbyt at the water there, and there was a bottle of vodka and a bunch of Gatorades, and we drank it with the Gatorade.
Yeah.
because we're like, it'll go to your system quicker. This is awful to even say this. And then the rest of the night was the adventure of getting from there, the Presbyterian Church, back to my house on the 700 block of Glenridge. Like it took us 4 hours to get there. And we got there and we were all like bloody. Like we'd fallen off our skateboard so many times. We were a mess.
Oh my gosh.
Why is it that we all mixed liquor with Gatorade?
Because it
I
would
think we all
go to your
did that in
system
every
quicker. That
generation.
was
I
the
think we all
thing.
did.
That
It
was
hydrates you at the same time.
It was hilarious.
real-time hydration. Oh man, I hadn't thought about that in 40,
It's
49 years, Lenny.
It's such a horrible mixer too. Gatorade. So is it's a horrible cocktail, but it was the first one, the screwdriver. Horrible cocktail.
Oh, gross.
Vodka orange juice.
I think it's actually great.
You think so?
It's a traicionero drink that will kick you in the butt later. Like after 3, you're really gonna feel it.
Oh, it's so acidic that you're gonna die later. You know? Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what you're drinking there.
Yeah.
That's a
And
no
it's
bueno.
sweet.
Straight poison.
Yeah, that's straight poison for sure.
So
Well, I guess we'll stay tuned since we don't really know the true story of what happened here with this
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
maybe he. Well, I don't know. I don't have a. joke
everyone's
for it.
okay, and the police weren't called.
And the kid didn't
And
go to
the
jail.
police were.
Or,
called.
I'm sorry, but they didn't pursue. They didn't.
Apparently,
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
know for sure though. What happened to him? Did he get
Right.
suspended? Who knows? Okay. Then I got a little story on the same vein here. On Friday, I was leaving the island, and right after the Pankey Institute, I see these kids pulled over on the side of the road. They can't be older than like 18. Or
You saw
something
this,
like that.
Danny?
So they're pulled over. Cops are all there, and they're all sitting on the floor.
Where? We're like leaving the key?
You know,
or
the little circle turning.
leaving the key?
Yeah, leaving
across
the key.
from across from Calusa, leaving the key.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a circle.
Perfect
Yeah,
spot.
The little circle.
Perfect spot.
Okay, they're pulled over there.
On display for everybody.
On display for
At what
everybody.
time? What time of day?
This might be like 5 o'clock.
Peak
my
time of day.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Friday, so everyone's
Still light
Yeah.
out.
5 o'clock.
So
So
they're-
what'd you see?
They're there. They're all sitting on the floor. They look like teenagers, young teenagers.
Were
Okay,
they in
don't-
handcuffs?
No, they were not in handcuffs. No. The car, their car is there, and on top of the car, there's 2 bongs
Oh my god.
and some other paraphernalia. Bongs.
Wait, you could tell
Yeah.
they were bongs?
Oh,
from-
you could tell they were bongs.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Oh my.
So they're there, and that's all I know about the story. I don't know what happened. The fact that they're sitting on the floor and not in handcuffs is somewhat promising. Okay, I was scared for them. I've been arrested twice.
Rafa mentioned on
Rafa
the
was
chat, he's
scared
like,
for that.
somebody should go and
Rescue them.
Yeah, rescue them.
Well, what,
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What would
Well,
we
you're
do?
gonna call the people who know the people who know the people. I don't know.
They shouldn't- hey,
put it on the
things
chat.
happen.
Lenny, put it on the 411 chat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what though? They shouldn't be driving around with bongs in
I
the
know.
car.
Of course they
Okay.
shouldn't.
Yeah, but they
I'm
were
not
probably
saying
going to
that.
a party. They were
This is
probably
what
going
I'm
to a
saying,
party.
dude.
Thank you.
They're always partying, I guess, if they have bongs in their car.
Dude, I
5
got
o'clock on a Friday.
I mean,
I got arrested twice by Key Biscayne's finest. Okay, back in the day.
Rafa, I didn't know you were so dangerous.
It was not dangerous. But on one time, it was for the dumbest thing. It was for the same thing, for having a bowl. For having a bowl on me. And they came and they searched everybody, and I had a bowl. And they
Wow.
took me to jail, whatever.
What? To jail?
Yeah, to jail. The other time I only went to Key Rat jail. But
Good, thank God.
this time I went to jail. It was fine. Honestly, that was that part of the experience. If that was the only part of the experience, lesson learned, all that stuff. Actually, I kept smoking for like another 10 years, but but I don't smoke anymore. Lesson learned. Okay, don't get caught. But what happened after? You know what it is to try and get a job, to try and apply to
Oh,
college,
yeah.
to do all that stuff
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
you're
record.
probably in
You,
deep
you know what you
doo-doo.
say? No. When they ask you that question on an application, no. That's what
Yeah,
you
but
say.
they can find out.
Dude,
Well,
in the
obviously
age
they
of
can do
the
a background
internet,
search.
it's so easy to find out. You're the man who browses mugshots.com
I was
every
going to ask
day.
you if your picture's
Oh
on
my
mugshots
gosh.
online, but
Let's
it's
go
not.
look for it. We'll put it on the
It's not.
website
So-
later.
Have you ever done that for 33149?
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I don't wanna know.
The
This guy
amount of people you see
This guy
at
has
the
a-
local bar.
Griff has it bookmarked. He checks it every day. Like, oh, who's new? Who's on
Okay.
here?
Well,
So anyway, I saw those kids and I was just like, oh my god, their whole lives could be ruined right now, or at least their next 10 years or whatever.
that
You know,
sucks, yeah.
just totally.
Yeah, but remember,
fucked.
you could expunge your record once.
Yeah, you can, but it's still
I mean, if
it's
it's a
still
huge
it's
felony,
still
I mean,
a
I'm
whole
not an
thing,
attorney, I
and you
wouldn't
don't
know.
know if anybody.
Rafa, did you consider pulling a U-turn and coming back in and trying to help him?
I didn't consider that, but I wish I would have seen it from further away so that I could have yelled something.
Yeah, or taking a picture at least.
Yeah, exactly. We're taking the picture.
We're like, he's mentioned this, like, we're like, where the picture?
For me, it was like is that really a bong on the roof?
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, the fact that the cop just put it on display like that, I thought was like punishment enough.
Ralph should have put it on Key Biscayne bad parking.
I'm surprised it wasn't on any of the chats.
Nobody saw it, I
and
guess.
no one took a picture of it. I mean, no one on my chat. I mean, that would have been blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Picture would have gone viral.
For sure.
So I don't know what happened. I mean, did they get off? I don't know. Did they go to jail? Did they go to juvie? Juvie's fine. You'll get off, and then you don't have a record. But jail. That's it. That's
Dude.
many years of. And if you're not a person who is gonna, if you don't have the resources, or if you are just a person who absolutely needs to get a college degree to get a job, you're screwed. You're so screwed. You're
Yeah, so
you're
kids-
so screwed.
Kids
And
don't do it.
yeah.
Yeah, don't do it, Lenny.
No, man.
Yeah.
If anything,
That's good
I would
advice.
say this.
You're right.
These
It's
laws
that
are
simple.
The laws are retarded because everybody here has broken these laws.
By the way, you know what's
and,
crazy?
And
Not
and
me.
the only thing is that this kind of South Florida, loophole here, loophole there, I'll never get caught type of mentality. But if it happened to you, you would get screwed. And these laws should not be the way they are, because you can't screw a kid for at least 10 years because of stuff that everybody's doing, and you know it.
Well, maybe do you think
know,
it's a little?
and it's just retarded.
Do you think it's a little more lenient now that?
Well, now that
Pot-
things are becoming more legal, yeah.
Maybe if you would have gotten stopped with your little bowl, they would have been like,
So funny you
wasn't
guys are
even
talking
in a
about
car.
it. In New York, I think I was reading CNN or some sort of publication, and they mentioned something about New York looking into medical marijuana, where New York was the biggest state that was going after drugs, and they could search your bag, like if you were walking on the street. I forgot.
yeah.
There was a phrase to it.
Stop and frisk.
Stop and frisk. And they would do that to everybody, and especially they would profile, obviously. And they got into a lot of discussion, a lot of heat about it. And it's funny how now the government is like, well, we'll start making it somewhat legal
yes, a
medically.
slap in the hand
So it's just funny how
for little amounts. I mean.
society's changing. So as you were talking about that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen.
It'll be legal eventually everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
But kids don't do it.
Don't
Just like you're
carry
not
bombs.
drinking
Don't
before you're
carry bombs.
21,
Don't do it.
Don't
Don't carry
do
bombs.
anything. And don't smoke the Juul, the vape pen, the
Oh,
Juul.
so gross.
That's the worst epidemic facing young teenagers right now.
Yeah,
Like preteens. Oh yeah. At that by that age, they're all. It's like a
Last
normal
year
thing.
it was heroin. This year it's Juul.
The Juul.
Oh jeez.
I go into the shops here on the Key, and I'm like, hey man, why are you selling that here? Shouldn't sell that.
I saw some
Adults buy
college kid at 7-Eleven buying the whole rack.
That's the best vape cigarette.
Yeah, he bought the whole rack.
It's not just for kids.
But it's probably really, really.
And the other thing
Awful.
I'll say against, even though, of course, you don't want kids doing it, is that I bet you could vape your whole life and nothing happens.
How do you?
Popcorn lung,
They don't
hello.
know that, Rafa. It's not soon enough. They don't know the long-term effects of the vape pen
I
to
know
your
they
lungs.
don't, but
popcorn lung.
but
Yes.
all the
That's what I tell my kids. Popcorn
All
lung. They're
the-
like, what's that?
It's
I'm like,
true.
all
You don't wanna
the-
know.
Okay, so that's true, and I'll give you that. But you, like you said, you don't know, and all the indicators say that it's not going to be a cigarette crisis. Now they're still addicted.
It's
so
super
still-
addicting.
Yeah.
And you could do it anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And smoking they didn't know what smoking was going to do to you either. So now, here we are.
Right.
We're in the right. So
Well, I
there used to be smoking on airplanes, Rafa.
Dude, there was
smoking section.
I was watching a movie the other day, and they were smoking in a hospital. It was 1971.
Yes.
They were smoking in a hospital.
I mean,
You know, like the doctor was smoking, talking to, the patient's family. Roma, by the way, on Netflix. Roma, have you seen it?
no, Romanov? Is it Romanov?
No, Roma. It is by Alfredo Cuarón. Is that his name, or Alfonso Cuarón?
Well, I remember when I was
This
a kid, my
Mexican?
dad would come pick me up from Italy and take me to Italy, and he would smoke like.
Hold on a second, Danny. Can you pass him your mic? It's broken again.
Yep.
So I remember when I was a kid, when I would fly over to Europe, my dad would pick me up, and he would smoke like 10 cigarettes
On the plane?
On the plane.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure, dude.
Like,
it was just a row.
I'll go to the smoking section.
Yeah, that's how it
like
was.
row 20 to
Nowadays-
19, the difference is, I'm going to be in the no smoking section in 19.
Exactly, but I mean, you were definitely smoking. If you were like
Wow.
you were definitely getting that secondhand smoke wherever
Totally,
you were
man.
on
Of
the plane.
course. It was disgusting.
Crazy.
Ugh.
The
Yeah.
trick was to get a seat in the non-smoking section and then
Right.
go to the back to smoke.
Oh, because you had to pay more money, or
No,
you
No.
don't want
you
to
don't want to
sit.
sit there.
Yeah,
the whole
you don't-
time.
Oh, but
In
you can
smoke.
still
Does it really
smell
make a
it.
difference?
I know,
mean,
really.
imagine
Creep
if
up
if
towards
someone
you.
lit one cigarette
They
on a plane
definitely-
today, one in any row, the whole plane everyone would be like, "What the?" What?
I mean, in
like
like
from-
a bathroom,
Oh,
Yeah.
in the
God.
back, they're still gonna smell it.
Well, they had extractors. I don't know if you.
Yeah,
guys
in the
remember.
bathroom we would.
That is true.
No, they had. I mean, in the smoking section, they had fans.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. How do you guys not remember? You guys,
I remember
the- because I
was never in the
majority of
smoking
your
section.
lives,
Aren't
there
they
was
like
smoking
airtight? Like
sections.
I thought airplanes were. Well, I guess yeah.
Not
they
the
do have fans.
majority.
Huh?
I wouldn't say the majority. There hasn't been smoking on planes for 40 years, I'd say.
What?
No,
30.
whoa.
30.
30. 30.
No
it was
way.
18 since 2000.
Really?
Yeah, at
That's
least
it?
2000,
Wow.
2001.
98 or something.
Oh,
When I was a
God.
kid, it was every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Wow.
2000?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because
Well, it might have been
I call
first
bullshit
before-
on that.
but no, but there was also a time like that you would look at the plane and you look at the seats and they still had the ashtrays.
Ashtrays, yeah.
American Airlines.
Siri, when did smoking become illegal
I
on
think
a
it was
plane?
Yeah, they're still
98,
on the-
96, maybe.
I mean, you go to Europe and everyone's still smoking a pack a day.
All right,
So-
we're going to find out.
I can tell you that the smoking law in Florida was 2003 that it went into effect because I was still smoking out after high school, still smoking cigarettes at Sir Pizza. I remember that.
Gross.
And the planes was earlier. Okay, the planes was definitely earlier, but I mean, my whole youth was my parents.
Okay, here it is. I got it.
96.
I got it. Smoking on domestic airlines based in the U.S., for instance, was banned on all domestic flights with a duration of 2 hours or less.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Remember there was that first part, right?
Yeah.
Beginning in 1988.
Oh, wow.
With all domestic and international flights being smoke-free by 2000, you call
There
it.
you go.
Wow, so 10
So there was a
years,
12-year period there
So I was
where
flying to Spain, and it was always smoking.
that's when you could smoke.
Yeah.
You could smoke there.
Wow.
I just I mean, nowadays, if there's still ashtrays. I mean, on
Yeah.
some of those older
Right,
older
you're like, I'm
planes.
getting off this plane,
Yeah,
man.
'cause that plane's old, man.
Eastern Airlines, you scratch, and it's like, this says Eastern Airlines under here.
Anyway, well, if you guys don't want to dig into that and any further into that, then come up with something because I ain't got.
No, that's it. We're at calendar. We're at calendar.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Okay. No, we're at openings and closings.
Okay, perfect.
Last week we went to openings and closings where we discuss new openings and closings on the island. Switching segments here. We went to
Tumbos.
Tumbos, exactly.
Doombow.
Officially called Doombow the bar,
Doombow.
but Tumbo's around here.
Danny, you working with them?
No, I was supposed to stop by, but I got really sick that day, and it was kind of
So
weird.
you know about it. How do you know about
what-
Doombow?
The Tumbo, yes, I heard it on the show actually.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
But
Cool.
yeah, but I listened to it on Monday.
So we went. Yeah, it was. Rafa, I mean, they changed it a little bit. They added on the bar physically. They added another sort of an L to the bar on the other side where the DJ used to be.
Right.
Going back to the bathrooms, that wall they added. It looks like a tap. So it wasn't working yet.
Yeah.
But it was a multi-tap kegerator setup,
Great.
which
Does
is a
it-
new
Great
thing there,
addition.
right?
Does it smell
Beers,
like mold?
Yes.
No.
Because the smell of mold was really bad.
It doesn't smell.
Like the same smell in Sushi Siam. Whenever
It
you go-
doesn't smell
You
like
ever
that.
eat inside
No.
Sushi Siam? It smells like mold.
I didn't smell that, but we
I
did meet
saw
the
it.
owners.
Yeah, and it was, and
Actually,
I
they
liked
came out
it.
and they asked if they could take a picture of us.
Oh,
and they,
we're on
That's
there.
right.
they took a
I saw
picture
that.
of us.
Everybody saw that.
And they took a picture of us, and I'm literally an hour and a half later. I'm at the Ritz because it was the chamber event. So I went from there. I had some friends in town, and I took them over there. And I'm at the Ritz, and I'm talking to somebody who is a person from the Islander. And I said, "Wait, you live on the Key?" And she's like, "No, I don't live on the Key, but I sell advertising for the Islander." And she opens her Instagram to whatever we were talking about, the Instagram. And she opens it up, and it opens up to that picture. She's like, "Wait a second, I'm wearing a red shirt, and shit, and there's a picture of me."
You're bar hopping.
like an hour earlier, and I was like, no, it's not really. I know it's just it's a Wednesday night or whatever. It's a Tuesday night.
Well, I'm really happy they kept the bar open.
So for the listeners who didn't catch last week's show, Doombow is the old Keyhole, same place.
Old
the
Ibis.
Old Ibis. They're at Key Colony Plaza, the only real only a bar place on the Key. What did they change? They have a color decor that's like a red thing going on
Silver,
on the walls.
reds.
Yes,
It's like
and these
velvety,
patterns. Yes.
Wall covering. It looks a little brothelish, and then they have some like colored lighting, so he can make it whatever color he wants. He can dim it up, dim it down.
Which is a nice touch, honestly.
I thought so too. The lighting's
turned it
cool.
all red, it was much nicer than when the lights were really bright, and it was.
It was loungy.
Yeah, who wants to be in a bar where all the lights are really bright?
People were surprised that you were even there. They're like, oh my God, Rafa's there? He's really there? I'm like, yeah, no, the guy's really
The
there.
owners are really nice.
Yeah, the owners are
It's a family.
Yeah.
So I do hope it goes well for them. I will say that a couple of things that happened when they gave us they gave us a bunch of chips and
Nuts.
peanuts and some other stuff. That's not gonna last. That'll never last.
But we
because-
did leave an impression in the form of a suggestion. Remember?
We did.
Oh, that's right.
We
Do
told
you remember
them
the
to get a
suggestion
touch
that we
tunes.
had?
Touch tunes.
Yeah. What is
So
that?
we can play music from. You can download the app and then play music from your app.
Jukebox.
I didn't know that.
Jukebox.
I didn't know
Touch
that.
Tunes is that jukebox that's
Really?
at every bar now. That's a little garish because it has a huge TV on it, but it is kind of handy when you're in a bar that
Tavern has it in the
that
Grove.
doesn't have good music, so you can pick your own music, So we
Yeah.
told them, look into it. They'll probably give it to you for free. I think that's how it works with these companies. They put it on site, and then they share the profits with you or whatever. So I don't know.
Do they serve food?
Oh, I don't think they serve food.
They probably do a
had-
co-op thing there with the people.
Yeah.
They had some chips for us. They had some peanuts and some pretzels, but they gave it to us for free, and that makes me think that it won't last because that little thing must have cost like $5, and you don't give away $5.
It's supposed to make you thirsty, so you drink more.
So
I
you
guess.
drink more. By the way, I went back Saturday and
Oh?
danced till like 3 a.m.
Oh, really?
What?
Oh,
Wait a
it's
second,
not
by the
bad.
way. We're talking about... There was 3 of us here that were trying to make it stretch, and you went back on a Saturday night till 3 in the morning.
Tell us more.
Who was there, Lenny? Who was there?
This is after the sweater party.
Oh, so everyone went over there?
A lot of us went over there.
Oh,
and,
cool.
And we had a really good time. It was one of those things that I looked at my watch and I was like, oh shit.
That's
it's
like
time
the
to go
old days
home.
of the Ibis right
Yeah,
there. That's
and we
how
were
it used
dancing,
to be.
And he let us put whatever music we want on the iPad. So
Oh,
And
nice.
It was fun.
they stay open.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
well, what
that's the
time
best
is that?
part.
Until
you could stay. We were there till 3.
all right.
See, that's what's missing on the island.
Yes.
Yeah, we needed
it's
it.
nice
So
to have something, even if it's.
That's why I always went, because they were always the last bar open till
Right, of
3.
But great,
The only bar.
You would
3
go
plus
like 8
plus.
o'clock. What do you mean?
No, but I would also like show up like after doing something. I would show up like at 12 or 1, and they're still around, so you can still have a little
Yeah.
nightcap before you go home.
one nightcap.
It was an option.
That's
One
what I
bathroom
liked
break.
the most. It was an option. A bathroom break, exactly. An excuse.
But beware, the men's bathroom is the women's bathroom, and the women's bathroom is the men's bathroom.
Oh, really?
Different from the last time.
Oh,
so
they
don't get
changed it.
confused.
Because the men's was bigger before
Yeah, they changed it.
than the women's.
So
That makes sense.
FYI, just so you know.
Don't walk into the wrong bathroom.
She's like, where are all the urinals in here?
All right. So you had a good time there. That's good
Yes.
to know. That's good that the party was going. Were you guys the only guys there?
No, it was packed.
Really?
Oh, and I met a
Well,
lot
no,
of
because there were actually several parties that night on the
Yeah.
Key.
So I think a lot of people went there after
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Glad I missed that.
Nice little
Well, that's why I didn't make your paddle.
butthole to go to at the end of the night.
Well, I saw actually something new that opened on the Key
Oh.
or changed over. I don't know if you guys noticed. Bertoni is not called Bertoni anymore.
The gelato place?
Yeah, it's called like Stefano Versace's Gelato.
Oh, really?
Is it the same though?
I mean, it's still a gelato place,
like,
but they
that's
just
good.
kind of put like a V and an S, I guess,
I-
as a logo.
You know what probably happened, and I don't know for sure, but Bertoni's is a franchise, and
Right.
the guy was like, "I'm gonna pay this franchise stuff."
Right.
Yeah.
So he
Switched
made
it.
my own
I'll just-
gelato.
He turned it
Put
into
another-
Sertoni?
I'll
Just put an S in front of
I'll
the...
put another Italian name on this, and then keep it the same, and not pay a franchise fee anymore.
But isn't there a
Good
gelato
idea.
place already in the square?
They-
On the other side?
There is.
Is there?
There's
Yeah,
Bianco.
there is.
Yes, right next to Puntino.
Right.
Yeah, I mean I guess Bertoni opened first, so
It's
I
called
guess
Bianco.
Bianco. Yeah, Bianco, and they actually have a cool promotion. If you follow them on Instagram, you get a free scoop of ice cream.
Love it.
So
I'm gonna
you should
follow
take
them.
up on that.
Next time I'm there,
Yeah.
just like quickly follow and unfollow.
Just be like, hey, and then like right when you get the ice cream, you just unfollow.
I went. The only reason I know that is because I went to the meat place.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So-
But Bianco's been there for.
I haven't
some
been
time.
to the Bianca, but Bertoni's or Sertoni's or whatever it is now, Stefano's. They make a mean milkshake, man. It's like real good.
Is it like $20 for a milkshake?
No, it's actually like $8, which is there's a lot of ice creaming in it. There must be like 3 or 4 scoops in it, and then
I mean, we've said it before. A soda shop on the Key. Every kid on the Key is running around with a $30 bill, just ready to go.
Right.
They
That's
didn't even
true.
exist,
Every
but
kid.
they have one.
milkshakes are expensive everywhere. There's a lot of product in those things, so to fill up a cup full of milk and a lot of ice cream is, I mean, it's going to cost you $8 at least. Really good.
You've never been to Norman Brothers?
No, I haven't.
All right, go to Norman Brothers and have a strawberry milkshake. It's on me.
Where is that?
But it's far.
87th. It's on Galloway. 87th and La Vaquita.
Yeah, we have to drive off the Key and
Yeah,
near Kendall.
but you've never been to Norman Brothers? Jesus, it's like $3 or $2. Milkshakes are cheap.
So you waste money on the gas to get there. And get
I'm
your
going
$3
tomorrow,
shake and
Crip.
come
Give me
back.
$3. I'm going tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Nothing like Vernon's shakes though. Those are the best.
Well, that's what's opening and closing on this island on this Monday, December 17th, 2018. No One's Listening show episode 136. Let me remind you guys, as it's the calendar talk now, that there are fresh mammoth Georgia pecans ready for you to buy.
Still,
from the
where?
Key
Where can I buy it?
Women's Club.
But
Key
where?
Biscayne.
Biscayne Women's Club.
Okay.
And the only place I know that has them, there's more than one place, but the one I know is the salon next to Donut Gallery.
I went there and they were out.
I've got some in my golf cart right here, Lenny. I'll get them
Thank
to you
you.
after the show.
Thank you.
And I needed to ask, I guess it was Nancy's recipe, the ones that you brought one time?
Yes.
Not too long
The
ago.
spicy pecans.
I did it
They
too.
were sugar coated, and
Spicy, little paprika, sugar.
I need that recipe, please.
I have it.
Oh, you do?
She sent it to me.
All right, I need it
Yeah.
because I had a relative over and they had some, and they were like, "This is the best thing."
They love them, right?
Rafa just
So
buy
good.
more.
No, but they don't come. They come raw.
They don't come
They
spiced.
come raw pecans.
Then you, got to do a little.
you have to
little
bake them for a little
baking.
bit, and then you got to coat them with your choice of
Gotcha.
You
All
hear
right.
that, babe? You're getting a shout out here.
toppings.
Too bad no one's listening.
So that's going on. There's also Christmas tree sales at the Key Biscayne Community Church. If you don't have your Christmas tree yet, you should probably go get it ASAP. And do you guys have any other calendar apart from the bill bags?
Yes.
Oh, tell us.
I can't read that, Lenny. Give me your phone. Unless you give me a pair of readers too. Don't
Coño viejo.
even with that giant font, Lenny. I can't read
Oh,
it.
it's not that big.
Next week we're doing a mangrove cleanup with the guys from Paddle. It's going to be just like last time. We'll probably leave from behind the presbyt. I need to speak to them. We're looking at the weather to see what the right date is, but probably from like 10 to 12 cleanup through the mangroves. We pulled out 700 pounds worth of stuff last time. It's unbelievable. And then we do a raft up at the Gypsy from 12 to whenever, you know. So, and it's going to be after Christmas, probably the 26th, 27th, 28th, one of those days.
Nice. That is
Stay
real
tuned
nice.
for that.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep an eye out. Just follow all the nonsense.
And then on January 19th, you have the Bill Bags Gala. A gala for...
Have you guys gotten your tickets for that yet?
So I was going to
That's
say
a negative.
You
that
get on
the
it.
tickets are $65 before the 31st and $85 after.
No. They're 65. They're 65 before.
Mm-hmm.
Just get them before,
Okay.
Just get.
and then we'll go from there.
And
All
that
right,
is on
but
January-
get them because it's going to be great. It's going to be a great party. You know
Yeah.
about this party, Danny? Okay, well I'm gonna get you a sticker, and it's a great. Spam All Stars are playing. Full Moon. All the Key Biscayne eateries are involved.
Puntino's.
Puntino's in the Ritz, Suvice, Stefano's. Everybody's pitching in. It's going to be a Winn Dixie. It's going to be a great community event. So Get your tickets, January 19th.
January 19th.
How do you get the ticket?
Bacardi. Follow Bill Baggs Full Moon on Instagram, and then you can go to the bio there. And Lenny, you know how to do that on
Yes,
the
I do.
Instagram? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I use Instagram, Manny.
All right, because I see you on
Follow
Facebook.
me.
All right, but and then or just contact us. We'll get you the tickets.
Yeah, I'll have that on Key Biscayne Living. I'll put that up there.
Put it up there too. Thank you very much, Danny. All right.
All right. Well, that's also on December 25th. It's Christmas Day.
Oh.
And
Cool.
on
Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, actually.
December 31st, it's New Year's Eve.
Do we have a show next Monday?
No,
So
that's it.
I was gonna say no. I'm going out of town.
Me too.
On Saturday, so this is the last show before sometime in early January.
The new year.
Where we will have a new show.
Do we play repeats? I guess there are no repeats in the
online space.
podcast world, right?
You can just go on the site and
catch up. Do all your catching up
and go listen. To the old shows if you're feeling lonely next Monday. And unless you guys have anything else, anything off the cuff, anything
Someone's
you guys
asking about the Calusa Playhouse. I really don't know anything. Do you know anything
Nothing's
that's happening
there?
Nothing's happening. I saw it today, actually. I drove by there with my mom. I don't know why, but my mom's like, ooh, it looks really bad.
Okay.
But somebody should fix it up. I mean, if it means something to somebody, they should fix it up.
Because the structure is still there, but it's all gutted on the inside, right?
We'll talk about that in 2019.
Boom.
Yeah, let's
there you
talk
go.
about
Play us out, Rafa.
Oh, that's right. We got a jingle. All right. Well,
Happy
that's the
holidays,
show.
guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank
Merry
you, Danny,
Christmas,
for coming
everybody.
over.
Happy New Year.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything.
Thanks, Danny.
It was fun.
So, subscribe to the show and all that crap. And we'll talk to you guys next year. That's it. Happy New Year. Blah, blah, blah. You guys want to say anything?
Play us out.
All right.
No one's listening. Show.